episode 82. We are live from Evansville, Indiana, and we are going to get started off tonight with the Corpse Gals. They'll be taking on a mystery tag team. Do you have any thoughts on what that might be?
Really don't. I mean, maybe it's a new signing, possibly. I mean, there's a lot of talent on. What the hell?
It's been a while.
We're really starting the day off like this.
It's been a while since he's used this theme. He's been using the Death Panther theme when he came out. I guess today he's queued up the full "I'm an asshole" theme.
Yeah, just trying to sit here and talk about what we think is going to happen with this tag team match, and not have to worry about what this guy's going to have to say.
I would have preferred that we just don't hear what he has to say, ever, in fact. I think that would be the preference.
He was very comfortable being the man behind the mask for a minute there, and I was actually kind of enjoying that.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll go back to it. One can only hope.
What's out?
Yeah, so don't know about all that. I mean, this sounds like a whole lot of bullshit to me.
Also, I read a moment where he's openly calling himself Death Panther, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he's done it once or twice, but like you're pointing out, he doesn't do it too often. Usually, when the mask is off, he just goes by Kevin Daniels.
He keeps saying Kaito can't handle him. That's crazy. Match.
All right, well, it seems like we might have a 4v4 coming up for Hyperdrive. We just had Winter Drift. That's the second match confirmed for that show?
I think so. We'll have to see who Kaito and Meat are going to be the fourth man, no?
I believe so, yeah. There's only the three of them at the moment. I mean, obviously the Paradise has its pick of the litter. Though I imagine Byron will likely be busy, so it'll be most likely Hermes, Kevin, and then Death Row.
Not good to see who this mystery team, which I have to assume is new signings from the Indies here to take on the Corpse Gals from the Bangers and continue to elevate this tag team division of ours.
Well, that's definitely not a new signing.
Yeah, that theory's dead in the water. Shining's coming out here.
Okay, I only see Aiko. Do you think that her partner might be Cosme or Kimiko? Maybe one of those two wants to move into singles, so Aiko's going to be joining them as a teammate now?
Yeah, I could see Kimiko coming out here for this tag match. For sure, it would make a lot of sense.
You know, Cosme has been in contention for the world title several times. And, I would expect to...
Huh? What? What? What?
Is this are we being played? Is this a bit? Is this a joke?
Oh my God!
Is Bia Quinn about to tag team with Aiko?
RIP the entire tag team division. Bia Quinn and Kimura Aiko have seemingly made up and formed a team.
This is unprecedented. These two have never, outside of when they were both trainees back in Glory, have never teamed up. Like, obviously, when you're a trainee, teaming up is less about being a team and more about learning, right? But since they went into singles, their personal singles careers, they've always been diametrically opposed. Of course, Aiko, generally speaking, has always praised Bia, but they've never been on the same side in any fight. This is unprecedented.
This is historic in every way, shape, and form. And even the Corpse Gals are seemingly in shock here. I mean, of course, Doe not going to turn down an opportunity to face Aiko, but Bia Quinn's presence here has shocked everyone here. It shocked us. It shocked the crowd. I'm sure it's going to shock the people at home as well. You could have told me, you could have given me a million guesses, and Aiko and Bia would not have been any of them.
No, I literally, last possible thought I could have had would have been these two. There's no world in which you could have convinced me that this would happen. If I wasn't watching it with my own two eyes, I wouldn't believe it.
I mean, we know that, could this be what Bia wanted to talk to Aiko about?
I mean,
we saw that very brief clip last week.
We did, and it's fully possible. Aiko does have, I guess, actually, no. If I remember correctly, the Grand Prix, similar to the World Tag 500, if the Grand Prix winner wins the title, there's not an immediate rematch clause. So, I guess if we're speaking on those terms, it's left for Aiko to do whatever she wants, really. And if she wants to join the tag division, that's a horrible disaster for anybody else in the division, especially when her partner is Bia Quinn.
The two women who spent pretty much a significant amount of SOW's history beating most of the women who ended up forming tag teams and going to the tag division.
I mean, not just that. If you think about it, they're out of 3 women's world champions. 2 of them are in this match, and they're on the same team. Like, even if you consider Bia's run fraudulent, which I know you don't, but some fans do, even if you take it that way, this is still one of the most dangerous possible combinations you could ever have. Because Bia didn't get to that title fraudulently. She had to beat Aiko.
Get plenty of impressive victories along the way.
And she's had plenty since.
Aiko had to dig super, super deep to take that title from her in the first place as well.
And let's not forget that Bia does hold a win over current SOW Women's World Champion, Hikari Muramasa. They're currently 1-1. Of course, for Aiko, that has actually gone to 1-2, the 2 being in Hikari's favor. But Bia still sits at an even record against our current Women's World Champion.
It's so crazy to think about. We're living in a timeline where Bia Quinn isn't going for the world title. Now, we know she had her issues, let's call it, with Glory that hogged up most of her season last year, culminating in that match against Tara, where she won. But aside from being in the Grand Prix and kind of not doing so great by her own standards, not just mine, we haven't heard from Bia Quinn in a while. So I was excited last week when I saw that clip, and I was thinking, oh, like maybe they're going to have maybe a best of 7 to see who will challenge for the world title. But a team? A team?
Yeah,
what?
I don't know if people are betting on the first tag champs, but a lot of those bets, I'm guessing, are about to change.
What, yours?
I mean, all bets were off for me until now. I had no clue. Out of all the teams, we've seen so many good performances. I thought that this division would have no clear contenders, and then these two showed up together. As it stands, I've gone from, oh, this is going to be an even field, and there's going to be no way to know who's going to win the belts too. I don't know if there's a team that can do it other than these two.
Now, there is one thing that we have to consider, that there's just no way that Aiko and Bia will have worked out yet, and that's really elite level, championship level chemistry with each other. Like you noted, they've been at each other's throats most of their career. Working together and teaming is a completely different story.
Yeah, and I mean...
And the tag division is going to have to take advantage of that early, because if these two women qualify for the World Tag 500, if they're above the cutoff, then yeah, I have to agree with you. I don't know how you can bet on anyone else.
Literally. This has got to be one of the most dangerous situations that could have come up for the women in the women's division. And we're already seeing some solid back and forth tag work between Bia and Aiko compared to what you would expect from two wrestlers who do not generally compete in tag matches.
Yeah, Bia Quinn especially, historically even, not known for her success and multi-person matches unless she's manipulating things in her favor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was a good period during her time in Glory with, I don't even remember all the partners she had. She had to go through so many. But I know that there was one by the name of, I think it translates to like Stargirl or something. I cannot remember the proper Japanese name off the top of my head. But she had a solid length tag title run with that lady.
And then Bia had to go move on to greater things and left her behind.
Well, that happened even before she left Glory. I'm pretty sure that the last title defense they had, she bashed her partner over the head with the belt and then went on to win the world title. So...
yeah, that tracks, yeah.
It was an interesting moment. It was one of the only times Bia was as they might say, babyface in terms of her allegiance within the ring. And it was, as many Bia fans know, the dawn of #bitch.
But she is seemingly not abandoned for this tag team based on her nameplate.
We'll have to see if that continues. Dashko taking a moment to size things up, but gets caught. Oh, Bia! Oh my God! Iconic! Stolen by Bia, still up to her old tricks, taking her opponent's finishers. If this wasn't a tag match, I think this match might have been over right there.
Oh God, jumping pile driver, and Bia's like, yeah, whatever, screw you.
Flips her
So
off.
let's go to your finish.
That butterfly jackhammer is always gorgeous. Even if I'm not the biggest fan of Adashko, you gotta give it to her. That finisher looks good, and Bia executed it perfectly.
Oh God.
Ooh, big hip press from the top.
Interesting pinning attempt there, but Aiko not.
Oh my God, iconic! Like they're trying to set up Bia in the right position, but
maybe not exactly on the same page there.
float over moonsault. Dashko cuts off Aiko, but the cover still not able to hit a 3. Bia kicks out. Oh, and Bia picks up Doe, tags in Aiko. Oh, but Doe reverses them.
Oh, Lord.
And
Oh, my God, what a superplex.
Yeah, superplex from the second rope for Doe. But Aiko back to her feet. Oh, sheer drop brainbuster. Goes up top. What's she thinking here? Huge hip press into the cover. But Aiko kicks out.
And no love lost between these two women, that's for sure.
Oh, not at all. Though, still, all this time later, still wants to retire Aiko Kimura. Oh, beautiful flying uppercut. Reversal from Doe. Walk the plank, but Aiko, unfazed, back to her feet, cutlass. Oh, trying to force into a pin. Aiko attempting to reverse out, but Doe clasps it. And, oh, I was going to say gets the three, but did
Almost
not.
stole it.
Nice
Can they
driver.
soil this debut for this new tag team?
Doe sends Aiko to the corner. Wait a minute. Steps over. Shining scissors. Into the Meteora, and Bia talking her talk. Right in Doe's face. They thought that was, she must have thought that was it.
Oh, God. She's going to do it again.
Another Meteora. But again, Doe kicks out. The elbow to the top of the skull. Snaps the arm. Might be thinking bridging hammerlock. And here it is, locked in.
We've seen Aiko lose to submissions.
Especially arm-based ones. But this time she manages to slip the grip. An attempt at a lift from Aiko. Countered by Doe, but then Aiko slipped behind and Doe caught her in a headlock. Nice counter, arm whip.
Go up first.
Into a floating moonsault.
Both
Aiko,
of them should probably be thinking tag here at this point.
Aiko is definitely thinking it. Doe does not want to let Aiko out, that's for sure. Going back after the arm. Aiko now struggling to get back to her feet. No, she might be thinking she can. No, a counter from Aiko. I was gonna say she might be thinking she can end this.
Oh!
Oh, here we go. The Stampede's begun. Huge toss at the end of that 3-shot glowing suplex sequence. But Aiko's still.
That was the first.
I was gonna say Aiko's still feeling the effects of all of the attacks she suffered. However, she's taking back the momentum here. Oh, massive glowing suplex.
Now Doe's having to fight back here. Aiko taking this momentum. Back away! Oh my God, another one.
That's 5 for those counting at home. And it looks like we're seeing the glowing finale. 1, 2, and that's it.
And the whole division is officially on notice.
Man, what a match.
Okay, it's my kind of ignition here. It's time for a death game. Let's go right after a Via Quinn victory.
What is this, like 3 surprises in a row? We're supposed to open with the Corpse Gals and then Kevin Neal up the show. And we didn't know the Corpse Gals' opponents were, so is that surprise expected to be a surprise, but couldn't have prepared me for Aiko and Bia team up. And now Aaron is not scheduled to be talking right now.
So we're actually supposed to go straight to the men's tag division.
Yeah, the next match was supposed to be the Honor taking on Disruption, but I guess we're gonna have to see what Aaron has to say first. Okay, this is not surprising, actually.
Yeah, the second he starts speaking, it's like, you never mind.
I heard the name that came out of his mouth, and I was like, oh yeah, no, yeah, I would also be calling that guy out. So you know what? Fair.
Aaron normally loves to talk, but this time he's a man of few words. He just wants to fight.
Well, that is a luchador's theme. It is not the theme of Manny Inigo, however. That is the theme of one of the quarterfinalists of the Global Junior Scramble, El Rey de Guerra.
Former national champion here in SOW, and most recently, a major rival for Aaron Payne to start the season.
Aaron does not look happy to have been interrupted. That is no surprise. I'm sure he was incredibly sick of getting interrupted by this point. I mean, that's been happening all last season. Okay, Manny. I mean, I guess it's not shocking that he's not in the building tonight. He doesn't actually work here, so. Aaron, not entirely wrong that his 2026 has not been off to a great start. I mean, probably his number one public enemy is currently holding 2 championships while Aaron is holding none. That's going to put anybody in a bad mood. And then he's been losing a few matches here and there, which is abnormal for him. I mean, a loss to Tony Lee, followed by another time Tony Lee pinned him in a tag match not long later. All right,
and Hera just made it official.
Yeah, we're back, and it is time for those who for those at home who could not hear us because we cut there to a commercial. I was just saying that Aaron has been having a rough start to the season, but it seems like we're going to be having a match between them, and indeed, we are having it.
Very rare that Hera just says, fine. I guess you don't want to deal with the paperwork of double suspensions in case they just got into a fight in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that would have been irritating for her. And we were only on a 4-match card tonight, so there was room.
Of course, we do have an incredible main event later on tonight. Yeah, actually, when you think about this card, we're being treated to something special.
We have quite a lot.
An incredible card.
Yeah. We've got Kerry and Steve forming the team for Disruption this time, taking on the Honored. Both men have some history with Honored member Alexei Zakar. And so, that's going to be raising the tensions of that match. We have a massive meat match, though not from the meat team, as Jay Wukon and Nathan Fisk will be going at it. And then, of course, tonight's main event, Ali Nagadomi taking on Karada Hideaki in the rubber match. That'll be number 3. But right now, Aaron and Ray are going to be going toe-to-toe here. Last time, this did not go very well for El Rey de Guerra.
It did not. And of course, Aaron, as you noted before, we cut to commercial, is on a losing streak, which is uncharacteristic for him.
Absolutely. This is an interesting match. Whichever way this goes, I think the result is going to shift a lot of things for the mentalities of Aaron and Ray. I mean, if either one of these men is unable to claim the victory here, you've got to imagine the blow to their morale, to their thoughts about themselves as a competitor. It'll be massive. They might even need to reassess their strategies. I mean, both of these men have wrestled so many times in so many matches. and seen so many moments where their entire moveset was scouted out, their repertoire was taken apart. I mean, we've seen Ray hit like 5 frog splashes and still come out the losing end of a match. And of course, as we've noted lately, Aaron just cannot land to go to sleep.
Yeah, it might be the most well-scouted move in all of SOW at this point.
So as things are going, I have to say, I think that whoever wins this match is going to have solidified their strategy going into singles competition. The other one will likely need to reassess themselves, at least a bit.
Of course, Aaron well documented that as much as Ray has annoyed him this year, it seems like he really wants to get his hands on Manny and Hermes, which, you know, that kind of mentality can cause you to make mistakes when you're wrestling guys you're not really wanting to.
Absolutely. Oh, wait a minute! Oh no, block!
Oh! As we basically spoke that into existence. The most well-scouted move in SOW, maybe in all of pro wrestling right now. What's Ray gonna do here? Wow!
Well, what a start.
I'm not sure where that was gonna go.
And then a head scissors right there. Aaron sends Ray to the corner. Drops him down, moonsault, springboard style. But Ray kicks out. Now Aaron off the ropes. In game. Goes for the
That
cover.
could do it.
1, 2.
That's not good.
That is
not good for Aaron. Not good for Aaron at all.
That is a very strong. That kicked out literally as the hand was coming to the mat for the 2.
Yeah. It was basically a 1.999.
Pile driver goes right for the cover. 2. Nearly gets the 3.
That was much closer.
Yeah, that one was almost the 3. Oh, what a counter lariat there. But only a 2.
Ray had that in him.
Senton goes back up top, goes for another, but got greedy. Aaron was able to avoid it. However, Ray catches him, drops him down, and then another lands the second senton that he wanted to go for earlier. Now it's a back and forth.
Oh, wow, that was a very short strike exchange, kind of no matter what there.
Literally. I said back and forth, and they said, okay, let's stop it.
How about we just move on?
Aaron making Ray run the ring, sends him to the corner, but Ray reverses out. Nice kick to the back of the head. Aaron is struggling to maintain momentum in this match. He gets him on the shoulders. No!
Oh my goodness. At this point, I'm just going to pop this thing and actually land and go to sleep again because it's been so freaking long. I know where this is probably heading.
There's that Steiner. Lines him up. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is not a good position to be in. If you are Aaron Payne, sweet chin music. The super kick to the 3.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's how he took out Aaron at Victory Lane as well, while Hermes watched.
Why the dogs speak louder? There is a secret. That won't be mine. They'll never talk until the end.
All right.
All right. So, I'm going to say that this is a huge match between these two stables right here. Because they're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But overall, I'd still say Disruption still has a leg up over the Empire.
At current, yes.
But tonight could almost even things back out.
Potentially. Or it could set the Empire so far back that there's only one option for getting ahead. Of course, this is a different Disruption team than we are used to. What we usually see is Nathan and Perry teaming together to take on their opponents. Tonight, instead, the hardcore Hornet, Steve Levy, will be joining Kerry Correa in this tag match. They've been given a special permission to maintain their point scores, regardless of which two of the three are in the team. Something I'm sure they're
to talk about freeboarding things, but I think it's one of the few times we've seen them actually do it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I bet you the Paradise would love it.
That's their fault for not registering their team correctly then.
Yeah, I guess when you register as Death Row instead of the Paradise, that creates the problem of there's only one Death Row.
Yep.
Maybe they don't. Yeah, I think Kevin.
That's also true.
Byron, I don't think it's a single fault. I don't know what he cares about. Outside of, winning.
Of course, Alexei had that big, successful title defense last week against Steve, but it does seem as if Kerry is planning on issuing a challenge for that title at some point, because Kerry does have a pinfall victory over Alexei.
Yes, he does. It was in a tag match, but those still matter to a degree. We're not Japan, we're not JPW, so you don't just guarantee yourself a title shot that way. But it's a pretty good way to convince the champion to give you one.
Yep.
Tag to Alexei, who immediately takes him down with a hip toss.
Ooh.
Getting to work right away on Kerry. Solid back and forth counters there. Slaps to the cheek versus chest hammers. They're going at it, but in the end, it's Kerry, as usual. Very unshocking for Kerry Correa to come out on top of the striking stage. Rolls over, camel clutch, but an immediate break from Alexei Zakar.
That was like the quickest 5 minutes of all time.
Yeah, it was very quick. Do a jackknife and a quick kick out.
There's those disrespectful head slaps.
Yeah, just,
Even worse when he's not the legal man.
you're right. Well, not much you can do because you got another guy right on your ass ready to beat it. Got Steve maintaining control here. Oh, nice counter though from Alexei. Oh, Oh, but into a cover from Steve, forcing Alexei to break it himself.
You know, Steve would love to pick up the pinfall victory here because then he'd have the same argument that Kerry can make, looking at a potential championship opportunity.
What would that be? A triple threat where it's actually a handicap match?
Yeah, basically. At that point, you bring in Al and make it a four-way. A tag match in disguise.
Literally. Steve gets Al out of the ring. Attempted to throw a kick. Steve avoided it. Now Al sets him up top. And Steve with the counter, but oh, nice uppercut.
Uppercut anti-air. That's not something you see every day.
Not at all. Trying to prevent the tag, but wasn't able to do it. Kerry now the legal man again. And
I was doing pretty good though.
I was gonna say, he's getting comboed there. He's fighting them off pretty well. Until, oh my God, avalanche fall away slam. Immediately tried to follow it up with a German, but Al with the elbow strike to the jaw.
And didn't go for the tag.
I'm shocked.
You might be second guessing that decision now as he's getting stumped out in the corner here. Stop a little mud hole in him. What?
Kerry gets him back up. Now he's going for the tag. Kerry was trying to prevent it, but couldn't quite close the distance enough. But oh my God! Just said, all right, fine, get out the ring then. Big senton from Alexei. Now locks in the figure four. Trying to make Kerry tap. Said Kerry gets to the ropes. Once again, an exchange between these two. Last time came out in favor of Kerry Correa. But this time, Alexei pulls it through.
Oh.
Over Kerry right back on the offense very shortly later. It's an elbow of his own. Gets countered with a brilliant uppercut. Now choking out Alexei in the corner. Got both partners in this at this point. Russian leg sweep from the Russian.
Very fitting.
It's a backdrop to Kerry Correa. Sends Alexei to the corner. It looked like he was going to go for the tag for a moment, but instead, right back to this choke. Very rough tactics from the Wild Tiger. And the death angle lariat! The attempt to get the pinfall victory over Alexei for the second time, but Alexei kicks out.
He pulled that off. I don't think there'd be any arguments of should Kerry get a title shot.
Oh, not at all. That would have guaranteed it. That was a clean death angle lariat. Now it's Al in control. Kerry goes for the tag. He realizes if the partner has tagged on the other side, I need to get out too and preserve my own energy. Oh, and the SOW special. I think Kerry's forehead is a little bit red. He's got a cut there.
Yeah, now that you mention it. got busted open the hard way there.
Just a bit. Thankfully, it does not look like a gusher, so that's fine. It should be quickly cleared up when it gets cleared up. Oh! Dodged the leg drop. There's a European uppercut from Al. Comes off the ropes. That time hits the leg drop. Gets caught. Crucifix bomb. Only able to get a 2. Harry, so far Disruption has been very good at cutoffs here. That's 2 successful cutoffs in a row. If it wasn't for the Honor being able to kick out, this match would have ended twice. Now it's Steve.
Disruption's just been kind of showing off here, really. Their chemistry is second to none.
It's crazy how this is with a team that we haven't actually seen work in a tag environment as well. Coffin drop!
Coffin drop.
Into the cover.
Deep pin.
This time cut off just a little too far away to be successful, which I think saved the Honored. I'm pretty sure that match would have been over there had it not been for that cut.
Now figure 4.
So
Harry may have just wasted a cut play.
Alexei didn't come in either, it looks like. Or didn't come in, it looks like. So maybe either he chose not to, or he couldn't. We'll have to find out what happens going forward. Maybe they miscounted. Or maybe Kerry was just trying to bait the Honor into wasting their last one, and it didn't work out.
He's really good at dodging those roundhouse kicks, by the way.
Yes. He is giving the business to Markley here.
Thought he was going for attack for a second.
Super kick. But Markley with a quick uppercut counter.
Oh my God. Steve is being a menace in this match.
Literally. Gets him down with that bulldog. Oh, nice counter from Markley.
Markley needs a tag here.
But it doesn't look like he's going for it. Maybe Steve's pissed him off.
All the dodges he's done successfully.
Well, at the moment, Markley's starting to win back the momentum of the match. Oh, but a reversal and a double team here. Big splash. Sends him back to the other corner. Clothesline. Picks him up. And a series of uppercuts. Markley trying to keep it in here. I think he was going for the tag, but got caught. Finally was looking for the tag. Gets cut all the way across the ring. And yeah, it was too far. Alexei couldn't make it in time.
And Disruption just keeps beating the Empire.
Well, speaking of Disruption, we go from a good victory for them to another potential victory if Nathan Fisk can pull out the win here in this match against Jay Wukong. Jay Wukong
Yeah, sweep on the night would be huge. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying Jay Wukong is on a bit of a losing streak here.
Which is unusual for him.
A little bit.
I mean, him and Aaron need to talk to each other about what's going on. They wrestled too much in 2025, and it's led to 2026 not going well.
And so far, Aaron was unable to break his unfortunate string of losses earlier tonight. Will the same fate befall Jay Wukong as he looks to break his against Big Papa?
I feel like it's also been a minute since we've seen Jay wrestle singles on Ignition.
Yeah, on Ignition probably a little bit. He's been on high gear a good bit, trying to get those singles wins, trying to break that unfortunate streak, but we'll have to see. Can he do it here? Now, both of these men, we really shouldn't be surprised what they do because they are both big, strong boys. So if one of them starts tossing
there's
the other
so
one
much
around,
meat in here. God help the ring. Let's put it that way.
yeah. Thankfully, our rings are reinforced. We shouldn't be seeing any crazy ring shatters, but we may need to replace some things by the time this match is done. Oh, lined that punch up nice. Spine buster. Gut crusher from Nathan Fisk into a side suplex. All right, over under 10 minutes. How long does this match go?
I mean, these are two guys who could easily just burn through all their energy in like 5. I'm taking the under.
Okay, so I guess I'll take the over on it.
Meat matches typically, I'm not in reference to the team, but meat matches are good. Like I feel like 7-8 minute slugfests, just big move after big move after big move.
Yeah.
Like that big boot
Into a nice big senton.
Now a big knee. Every move is now big.
Well,
A big knee. Big Irish whip.
House real big. Car's real big. Blank real big. Everything real big.
Big chop. Big strike exchange.
Going back and forth here. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, throwing out chops like that might tire me out too. An attempt for a power bomb from Nathan Fisk, but Wukong able to force him off. Oh my God! Lifts him up, choke slam into the muscle cover. Only a 2.
Woo! That was impressive, though.
Absolutely.
Oh God.
Oh!
Oh no! Misjudged the distance.
Very rare dive from Wukong. Not surprising that he might accidentally misjudge the distance on that situation. I mean, you know, you just can't go for those dives too often when you're his size. Sometimes it just doesn't pay off.
Also, if Nathan had hit that power bomb on the outside of the ring, that might have ended this match too. And
Oh, absolutely. That would have been, I think, the finish, but he's
out.
lining him up for the pounce!
Oh God! Pounce! An earth ring shattering level pounce.
Once again, trying to go for that bomb, but can't get it. Wukong just a little too heavy set for even Big Papa to get the full power bomb lift that easily.
Yeah, at least for now. You got that choke slam, made that look really easy.
And he picked him up from the ground for that, Short arm lariat. So, can I ask you a question? How the hell would you wrestle in shiny ass pants like that?
I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of blinding when the light's at the right angle. It just kind of hits me right in the eyeball.
And man saw one episode of Fairly Odd Parents, heard my shiny pants and me, and just
Oh God.
it. Oh, Chip Skylark is a tooth guy. What's the name of the other guy?
I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe.
Making me go too far back into my memory bank there.
Well, right now, the power bank not at all empty. Both these men still able to get off their big moves. However, I was gonna say they are starting to wear each other down. Both men have had a moment where they've been gassed in this match already. That's the 10-minute call, so I guess I win that bet.
Damn.
The parlay.
Just like usual.
I can't imagine this match is that much longer, though. They are already wearing each other down. They've thrown out big move. I think the next big move is going to end it. Question will be, can Nathan get Wukong up for the power bomb, or will Wukong land the K-bomb?
Will our ring be able to withstand either?
Hopefully the reinforcements weren't enough. Oh, the big lariat! No follow-up, though, because it took too much energy. There's another big lariat. Gets him up. German into the cover. Holds through, but Nathan with the counter. Sends him to the ropes. Sidewalk slam. Held him for a minute, too.
That is just insane power from Nathan Fisk.
You could use Jay Wukong's own momentum to get him up, but to keep him up for that time was pretty big. However, K-bomb! 1, 2, and there it is! That was indeed.
It seems I can find a place to go. There's a world of things I've never known.
All right, so we heard this not that long ago. Ali Nagadomi made his return and faced Judas Magnus in a winning effort. Now he will be facing the other half of the Destined Saviors, and a man who has successfully defeated him once. Now, back in 2025, in the second half of 2025, he put his rematch clause on the line against this man and lost it. Ali Nagadomi will be facing off against the Blazing Lion, Kurata Hideaki, here tonight. And many people have been talking about what happens if Kurata wins the third match.
I mean, in general, for a lot of people, this is a pay-per-view level match that we're giving out for free on Ignition. So shout out to Hera, Carrie, and the others for giving this match to us here. The rubber match between these two, and yeah, I mean, if Hideaki wins this, I mean, you'd be looking at a man who's launching himself right back into the world title scene despite having the tag team titles around his waist.
I will say that currently for the men's division, having the tag titles does prevent you from actually challenging for the world title, but you can't rely on having them forever, so having the singles rankings doesn't hurt if you happen to lose those tag belts.
Exactly. I mean, the tag team division, we've seen, the rise of Disruption. Meat almost won the tag titles once already, so they're hungry for another opportunity.
Absolutely.
So I mean, the Destined Saviors far from safe at retaining those championships long term with how this division has been to start the year.
Absolutely, that is 100% on the money. However, you got to be thinking also, what is the perspective of the Red Dragon? I mean, He came in here 2 years back now, roughly. Not a full 2 years, and won the world title, held it for 6 months, lost it to Ryan Richardson, and never got his rematch with Ryan. They still have not had that third match between them. Then Byron, the guy who did beat Ryan for the title, defeats Nagatomi at Victory Lane. What kinds of thoughts, what level of determination could be going through the head of the Red Dragon right now?
I mean, you know, he's thinking that he deserves another opportunity. Of course, he was preparing for Ryan Richardson. Byron shocked the world by winning the world title before Victory Lane. Kind of affected, I think, Ali's, mindset going into that match. And now he's having to see, really for the first time in SOW, what that grind to a championship match looks like here. And not saying that it's easy in JPW, because it isn't, but this company is so hyper competitive that you might go months and months and months fighting and crawling your way up the rankings to earn an opportunity, because there's so much talent here.
Absolutely. And getting a shot at the world title, there's only so many times that title is defended. I mean, in general, it's less than 12 for the most part, because it's not added in their pay-per-view, and champions are not required to defend on television. That's by the behest of the champion. Cover attempt there, immediate kick out by Kurata. Nagatomi, I will say, kind of dominant in this match so far. The Blazing Lion's been trying to get some momentum going, and that might help as he launches off a beautiful combination. But so far, the Red Dragon has been right there every step of the way, looking to shut down the Lion. Oh, wait a mo! My God! What an exploder! If you want to build momentum,
injury there.
That was certainly a way to start. But Jesus, that was a smooth counter. Oh my God. Kurata ready for it. Aiming at the legs. Those are the focal point of Ali's strategy. That Dragon Fang comes as a running knee strike. Jackknife cover gets a barely even, or barely not a 1, so just below a 1. Going up top. Moonsault, but dodged by Ali. He's continuing to keep the pressure up wherever he can. Kurata trying to fight back in, trying to garner his own momentum here in this match. But it's been proving difficult when Ali comes back with the counter after every successful strut of moves. Soul butt into a body slam 10 minutes in. And Ali getting caught. Jesus, what a half grab.
Almost like a lion tamer version of a half crab.
Literally, very deep. Goes up top, double stomp to the chest. Well, Ali back up to his feet, catches him in a side headlock. Now exchange these kicks, one
Trying
to
to
the
say
chest.
already done, but it is not over. No jeering moment here in SOW.
They toss to the ropes. Another jackknife, this time center of the ring, but again, only a one. Those flash pins are not going to keep the Lion down. Nagadomi now is aiming at the legs. Sets him in the corner. Steiner
Oh, wow.
towards the center of the ring.
Uh-oh.
And he's lining it up. Is he thinking he's gonna put it away here? Kurata's taking a minute to get to his feet. He could have been dazed. And oh my God, there's the Dragon Fang learned squarely. And that's the 3.
Wow, that was I mean, not that Kurata didn't fight, but that was a convincing win in my mind for Ali Nagadomi.
Yeah, I mean, if we were wondering where his mind was, the answer was clearly victory. And that's all we have time for today. I mean, we'll be seeing you guys next week for Ignition 83. And don't forget to tune in this Saturday, 9:58. And right after, on Tuesday, it'll be Overclock 14. Tune into all of it. And we'll see you then. For now, I am your lead analyst, Devil D, here with my commentating partner. And we're signing off.